Baby dolls, how are you? We're going to go through some PulseChain altcoins and the whole ecosystem. I'm going to just give you some more updates. Look, there's plenty of coins out there, friends. It's just that, look, with PulseChain, their market caps are all low. So even if Bitcoin does continue to keep bleeding out for the rest of the month, it's pretty good to me. I mean, I have absolutely no problems owning stuff under 10 million market cap at all, like whatsoever. They're so low. You know, eventually Ethereum is going to go up, hopefully, and then Richard Hart rotates the PulseChain ecosystem, rotates the ETH in, and PulseChain ecosystem flushes up. We know that, friends. Let's play some nice pump music for that. That's what we're playing for. So just letting you know. It's very easy for me to stay convicted. Okay, well, dick with butt. What are you at? 3.5 million market cap. Sweet, that's nothing. Okay, so when I'm seeing things like this, and also HOA and stuff, by the way, dick with butt is actually 3.5 million market cap. Look at this swoop. Look at this swoop. Hello, look at you. Look at you. Let's check it out right now. Okay, nice. I like this. I like seeing ya. I like ya. Look at this. This is what we want to see, friends. Nice, rounded bottom. Some say a rounded testicle. Oops, did I say that? Like, subscribe. Look, I got no problem with that. That's easy to me. The problems I have with Solana, Coinbase, and some Ethereum stuff. Too expensive for me. Way too expensive. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people will say, hey, 300 million market cap is not expensive, and what they'll do is, friends, look, I've been in this game, bro. Habib, you're doing the number one sin. There's many sins, okay? One of the worst sins is you anchor to the unicorn, okay? Your friend Sommi here wearing a Pokemon hat. Shout out to Squirtle Squad. I've told you so many times, man, do not anchor to the unicorn. Anchoring to the unicorn means you look at what the best thing did, and then you go, well, if they did those X's, we could do that too, okay? That is the number one way to get wrecked. Amazon dropped 92% and then went up only for 15 years. I remember Richard Hart talking about that with Hexic stuff. Whenever I heard that, I was like, oh, man, that's what everyone says. The whole, oh, Amazon dropped and kept going up. Bad talking point. Don't do that. People know what they're doing. Doesn't work, okay? Many other examples, friends. People talk about, oh, Bitcoin dropped and then went up like that. Doesn't work. Oh, Ethereum dropped like that and then went up. Doesn't work. Okay, they're unicorns for a reason. Okay, now, especially when it comes to these, friends, there's people using the unicorns where in Solana coins are saying, well, dog with a hat went up this amount, X's went up. You're talking about the literal leader unicorn. You are not the leader, okay? If you're around, you're not the leader because you came in after them. You are a follower by default. Yeah, you might be more leveraged, but just showing you, okay? So these are the things you just got to navigate. Now, when you're navigating all these, friends, PulseChain ecosystem, all the market caps are cheap. It's very easy for me to just say, oh, wow, this like you can see how thin the liquidity is. Very easy, okay? When it comes to those other coins, man, look, AI coins and everything else, friends, I've already shown you, man, we're doing VVV Launchpad ICOs. See, this is, I know, your brains get flipped every time, friends. I'm here to tell you, firstly, I'm your friend. Secondly, keep your back straight. Thirdly, I don't talk to you about all these deals because you can't do anything about them. I've already told you, join VVV Launchpad if you want to get into them. Come and participate in paid and try the free whitelisting if you can, or unless you got to buy the coin, 75,000. Don't do that. You know what I mean? It's quite a bit of money for a lot of you just to get guaranteed slots. Those are the options. I'm doing that. I don't talk about them, friends. First, I don't get paid to talk about them. But secondly, like, I'm like, what can you do about it? Okay? There's some stuff that appears, friends, they offer me deals all the time. I'm not going to name names. I'm just going to tell you all the mainstream crypto YouTube influencers. Have you ever noticed that they'll talk about coins that aren't out yet? Yes, you have. When's it come out? It's not out yet. Oh, this is what the industry, this is what they're building. The coins are never out. So you have to open your eyes. That means they're getting paid, man. I'm telling you, Habibi Albi. Let's play some music for you. Oh no, we gotta crank it up. They're getting paid. Do you understand? They are getting paid under the table. Right? With some happy endings too. They're getting paid to cover it, friends. How do I know I'm in VVV Launchpad? I see not all these deals, but I get whispers and I hear about these and I see these other people. That's what they do, friends. That's the industry. They are not in the trenches like me. They're not in the trenches, okay? They have a different skill set. Look, at the start, I was like, you know what? It's all scum. But now I'm like, okay, people are just playing to their skills. These people realize they can't actually buy and hold. They don't know how to. Look, it's not know how to. Like, friends, you have to be special peanut brain. Some say I'm very stupid thing I am, right? Squeaky chair. But yes, I know it takes a special kind of human to literally look at the whole crowd calling you an idiot and that you're wrong, and for you to go, you know what? 2 middle fingers. I don't need yous. Charmander was good. Squirtle was good. And guess what? We'll play the third time. We'll finish off with Bulbasaur. We'll get Pokemon Yellow as well and finish it off with Pikachu too when he walks around you, following you. Okay? A special type of human can do that. Not everyone can do that, man. I'm training you to do that, by the way. I'm teaching you how to do that. So you're learning yourself over time, right? So we're going to go through this PulseChain ecosystem. Just now you get to see, friends. These people talking about these other coins, they got paid. They got paid. Now, I'm going to show you the rundown of some coins here on the main list. But look, just to tell you, friends, I don't spend time on stuff that's gone up already heaps. Look at this. I was covering Atropa here. It was this funny. It was the funny part, man. I was covering at the lows. Yes, I didn't get in on this move. I did not get in on pDAI, Atropa, Teddy Bear on their first move, okay? Because I was skeptical. Because, you know, Richard Hart, corrupt SEC, it was a dark period. I'm like, whatever, I'm going to get you on the down part when you're cheap. I got in here. I made my videos, man. I made my videos, made many posts, many lottery tickets. No one's paying attention. That's okay. No one's paying attention. Look where it is right now. Sweet. It's swooping up. I don't know how high it's going to go. Friends, you never know, man. Maybe this is Atropa versus Pulse. Maybe it comes back down here and then you got to play for this next move. I don't know, man. All I know is I get in down here. That's it. See this rectangle? It's outside of the rectangle. Now it's another one. Now you're going to have to, if you want to participate, you have to play momentum. That's why I don't just keep throwing these in your face. All I'll do is I'll go, hey, cool. I'm still holding. That's it. I'm still holding. This is pDAI versus Pulse ratio. Okay, and by the way, this is nice up here. This is even after Richard, friends, this is the crazy part. pDAI was this strong. Richard called out all of Ethereum guys, told them to come dump their coins. He basically told them, hey, you have free coins over here. So you know what that means. I guess he's hoping that they would have dumped and go rotate it in, but no one really did it. It just gave it more network effect to do that. Okay, now HOA, friends, like it's not my fault, man. I told you, I don't know where things are going to stop or how long they'll be there. All I know is I buy cheap stuff. That's it. When I'm satisfied, okay, I think there's a cheap value zone. I'm getting in and I'm waiting. And guess what? They can keep going lower and lower and lower. There's no guarantees of anything. This is HOA. Bounced off this up like 90 to 100%. The Tang Gang, shout out to the Tang Gang. Look at this, it's swooping up. Look at this strength, man. By the way, don't pay too much attention to this. I just drew this. This is like hopium to do this. But look, it's always back to the high. So congratulations to everybody who wasn't a little cuck. You're up 2.4x on Pulse. So it means I covered cheap stuff. Now, you want to talk about cheap stuff? Teddy Bear is lagging. Teddy Bear is cheap. Look at this. See, it's still grinding along this. We're hoping it does this giant moonshot later on. You see this, friends? It's around here. It's around 2.4x to the high. I'm hoping we do the big extension. That's 7.4x, by the way. That's on Pulse. So if Pulse does 10, that does 70x. Okay, so even if you go half that, it goes, you know, anyway, if Pulse does 10, this does anywhere from 15 to 70x. If it does that. Not financial advice, just telling you, see, Pulse, see, that's low, that's lagging, that's low. I can't enjoy all the other good things. They're outside of the zone, man. They're outside of the zone. But the good thing is, the market caps are so cheap on PulseChain. The valuations are so low. It's easy to buy all these. Now, here's 9-inch as well, friends. 9-inch, remember, 9-inch swooping around here. Let's check out 9-inch versus Pulse ratio. Still in the green zone. I did accumulate, friends, and I've been told you accumulate. That's it. I told you, yeah, I threw some in. And remember, I covered it with PoorPleb. As though you know, PoorPleb, one of the crowd favorites. Here it is. Yes, it is a downtrend here. But if we just change to the Pulse ratio, remember, Pulse itself was downtrending. So see, it's still in the box. But it can go down. There are no guarantees here. It can go down, friends. Yes, it can go down. It doesn't matter. It's in the green box. I like it. See, you can go through so many of these. There's many other new ones that pop up. You need to be with the community, okay? This is the protein Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin, the PWBTC up here. It's still zipping around here. Maybe it screws around. See, it's in the red box. I'm not selling though. I'm not selling just because like we're getting closer and closer to everything going up. It's just, I just drew that box just so I know that zone. It's just that they're so low, man. They're just so low. And I know a lot of people want short-term gratification. Look, you have a friend here, your friend Sommi here, was literally covering this as soon as Blastar, friends, hit minus 90%. In fact, friends, Blastar, okay, remember, they basically, I heard some rumors. They wanted me to basically get paid to talk about it up here. See how much I love you? See how much I love you? I was gonna get paid, accept payments to shill up here. And I didn't. Okay? And look what happens next. It comes down. And because I literally, friends, I'm so unbiased. Instead of looking at that with a bad taste in my mouth, I go, you know what? If Mr. B-Roots and Ian are in this, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Now, this is the funny part. because, look, they're not used to what I do, friends. I know most people aren't used to it. So when I draw this chart, okay, I literally get an erection. Literally through my pants, pow! Okay? Pow! Ladies, watch out. You step in the same room, you're pregnant tomorrow, okay? When I see minus 90 to 95%, I love it. What I've noticed, though, is everybody else cries. I remember, you go back and check my Blastar post on Twitter. I posted it down. I go, hey, I'm doing research. It's down this much. Did all these. But because I had a minus 90% discount chart, Mr. Ian, with his B-Roots, his first reaction, he thought I was fudding. I remember he said something about me on the stream. He's like, oh, yeah, there's a bit of FUD on stuff. No, but it's not FUD. It's cheap. Okay, friends, if you have Nike shoes, they're worth, $300, and the store's selling them for 70, a discount. Do you go to the store and be, you are fudding my Nike shoes, buddy. You are fudding them. Nope. You go, okay, sweet. Right? Now, if you're wearing those Nike shoes and you've already bought them, you're like, oh, man, if I just waited. I know. Welcome to life. Welcome to life. That's it. It happens with everything, okay? But with enough time and patience and friendship. So I went down here, made my videos, made my posts. And look, it's still in the green zone. Remember, Blastar's pretty much like a Pulse reflection token, but it's got Elon Musk theme because Elon Musk's first game was called Blastar. So they've made it dedicated. There's still a community there. They're still there. And friends, you got to remember, everyone thinks that when there's high energy, it means that the community is legit. No, it just means the price went up. Okay? And when there's low energy, it doesn't mean the price that the community is gone. It just that means the price is down. Okay? So Blastar, when its price went down, friends, I could have had every opportunity to walk away. Right? Every opportunity to walk away. I said no to the payments at the top. It's funny. I go, you know what? I'll make more than what you're going to give me. Probably. I don't even know what it was. Right? I never even entertained the conversation. I never even spoke. Hell, the person who told me about that, they could have been trying to lure me somewhere to get me download a file. Could have been just a fake person. I don't know. Okay? Just telling you, I'll probably make more. Like, you know what? When everyone's out, around the bottom, let's see if this works out. Okay? And guess what? Cheap zone 4. You see the green box, friends? That's why I mean, look, friends, I promise you this. If Blastar's up here, you're not going to see your friend Sommi making 13 videos and posts going like, wow, quality. I'm just going to be like, hey, it's doing well. But what can we do now? Anyway, let's move on. That's it. Because most people are just so brainwashed to seeing the crypto industry. They just keep talking about the expensive stuff. Solana, racist coins. You're still early to the 100 million Coinbase customers. No, Habib. You are pricing in the 100 million Coinbase customers. That's why you're still long 600 million market cap coins, which you bought. And you're being dumped on by the insiders. We're going to run out. Maybe the narrative is going to change. You're going to be crying in about 6 months. Sorry, Lana. You think it's still early? Okay, I got 2 words for you. Racist coins. Okay, so now you get to see this, friends. When things go up, I don't talk about it, man. I find cheap stuff. That's it. Friends, if you're a sniper for the US Army, okay, and you've got a job to just kill the enemy, okay, after you kill the enemy, your job isn't to go, all right, go and do a morgue inspection on the body and identify him and write all these journal details about it and call up his family. You know what I mean? That's not your job, okay? Your job is just they walk in front of the crosshairs, okay, and you squirt them with your water pistol. Okay, that's your job. Your job is to squirt everybody with your water pistol. That's it. Now, in markets, it's a game. You understand? It's a game. Going to war? Yes. Collecting cheap prices, friends, buying low, that's it. It's just like saying, oh, all you got to do is pull the trigger when they're in front of the crosshead. Yes, all you got to do is buy low. This is the game. Now, friends, in PulseChain, I'm going to cover some of the newer stuff that's come out because everybody just wants to hear about them, okay? This is ICARUS, okay? ICARUS, really, really nice, dedicated to the guy's father. It's got a cool song and stuff. Okay, so ICARUS is here. But what I'm going to do is, see, friends, on a weekly chart, you can't see anything. If you put it on a daily chart, you still can't see much. Maybe just put it on a 4-hour chart. I don't know where this thing is going. I can't do anything, right? Because it's just so early, okay? But if you just do something like, I don't know, put what I don't normally do, friends, by default, I'll put on a super trend. And see, it hasn't even been enough for the 12 hours to print. So you got to go down a 4-hour. And you know what I mean? A 4-hour, if it goes up here, look at this. You're buying like right near the high. So then you got to play a momentum move. Like, and maybe it does. Maybe it does go up to $30. Maybe you get a 3.5x. But you get to see that. Are you willing to, if it fakes out, this is the thing, friends. See, if you're playing such a short-term momentum move, if you buy here, but then the coin goes down again, are you going to get out? Because if you buy up here, this is because if you go up here, right, it flips green on the weekly super trend, on this 4-hour super trend. Look how down you are here. You're down 63%. Are you going to get out? You see that your risk is insane. The volatility is insane. That's why with these, you basically just go, oh, well, I'm in, and I'll just wait. Okay, now, I don't know where this thing will go. All I just tell you is it's got pretty thick liquidity, 6 million market cap. It is what it is. There's also the crowd favorite, SOLIDX, went up only. You had one whale, which is like, that's his name, right, as well, Solid Hex, who was just buying it, just rotating out the ink or whatever, wherever the money came from, just bang, 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 bang. Now, it did this big vertical drop, come out here. Look, I don't know where this thing goes from here, friends. I'll just tell you, like, look, I don't know, man. There's it requires like another $1 million pretty much to move it up 4x because there's 2.2 million liquidity. But I'm not sure if it's exactly symmetrical, so don't quote me on that. But I don't know. There's one guy in here buying it. Maybe it's leverage on the ecosystem. Maybe by the end of April, friends, maybe Bitcoin by the end of April crashes again. Maybe it comes back down here and we can scoop it up. Maybe it does. Maybe it does do a rounded bottom. Everyone, this is what usually happens, by the way. It comes up, people think they're late, and it usually does this. It's okay. It goes sideways, and there's like one last final poke. And something like that happens, and then we can continue. So we'll just be watching it. We'll be watching it. And I know if your job, friends, is if you think, oh, I'm going to buy it because this guy's keeps buying it. Yeah, he stopped. Okay. This was him continuously buying it. Okay. Bang, bang. Now, I didn't hear about it early. I heard there was like, it's funny. There was a lot of people. See, friends, this is it, man. It's free markets. Like, yes, there is a secret group of cabal of people who heard about this early and they got in. There is. I was listening to Corey. Shout out to Corey and Dane. So there is a secret cabal. Yes, they found out about these insiders. And a few of them sold too early. They sold immediately. This is the funny part. Like, it's just, how ungrateful are you, man? How ungrateful are you? They pretty much sold here, I think. They sold around here $13. Maybe they got in like $2, $1. They sold at $13. And they just got out. You see, friends, even in these cabal groups, trust me, everybody says, don't worry, I'm in it for the glory with you. Liars. I assume there are going to be betrayers. Assume. Friends, I've even seen in other altcoins and stuff, there's been early holders who got given good deals in many coins. They'll sell early, and then I'll find out later from the team or someone else communicate, oh yeah, we found out, like, you know, there's like 15 of us early, but like 6 sold early, and they just left, and now they just fought us, or they just went out. It's actually very, very common, and everyone just stays. That's why it distributes, it decentralizes. Just like early Bitcoin, man, it decentralized. People who, oh, this thing is never going to work, they get out. Like, you know, 50 people come in to buy their bag. And decentralizes like that over time. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait and see how these plays out. I'm not rushing in to touch anything. I don't want to touch anything. Like, obviously, ignore the 2.74 billion market cap. I care more about the liquidity. That's all I care about. I don't care about the market cap. They're always like, you know, they're trying to burn it and make it look like it's big, but it's just for like optics. There's also a new Atropa ecosystem coin, friends, called Discovery, which has been making the airwaves. Everyone else here. I think when I saw it on Twitter's, you guys were talking about it 1,500 and it went up like another 3x. But look, man, I just don't buy these. That's it. I just don't buy stuff that's just done this. Okay, this is pretty much it when I heard it, and pretty much it. And look, yeah, it keeps going and stuff here and there. But look, if these things come back down, I don't know where they would come back down. But if they did come back down, let's check the 1 hour chart down here. Okay, usually if it came back down here. Okay, sweet. Maybe we think about it. Atropa, maybe. Because it's a cheaper Atropa ecosystem. They're trying to like... Friends, with the Atropa ecosystem, you don't want to look too much into it because you're probably mid-curve yourself. Because once you actually realize what they're actually doing, you're like, oh, this doesn't really guarantee price go up at all. This is just minting heaps of coins, people speculating around different cities, and they're swapping from different stuff, and there's arbitrage bots between each coin, and they're picking off everybody's spread. So it's got like, you know, within PulseX the casino, this is like another little island, and everyone's getting like hyper taxed. And you're not really hyper taxed, but like it's the arbitrage bots in there, basically taking money from here and doing that, and they're like adding to the liquidity pools. So I guess maybe that's crypto itself when you think about it. You know what I mean? Just like, hey, because think about it, that's actually what we're doing, right? So it's pretty much, that's maybe the crypto end game. It's make a lot of narratives and stories with a lot of coins. By the way, Tangang's doing this too. Make a lot of stories, characters, which is logos and names and sub-communities, and people will move around, trade with each other, just keep speculating around, and they just get taxed over. But yeah, man, like, obviously, that's an inefficient way to do it. The most efficient is you have one coin and everyone buys it. Here's the problem though. The problem is your coin ages. As we learned with Hex, the coin ages. You don't have store of value properties for 99.9% of the crypto community. You only have it for 0.1%, even less than that, okay? So that's pretty much it, yeah? To talk about the labels here and there, okay? So that's pretty much what the market's been saying here. Now, friends, I want to finish off on one thing here because I get this type of post once a month, okay? Once a month, okay? And I just want to translate these posts for you because I've just noticed, I'm like, oh, wow, every 30 days I get this. So the translation is, hey, Sommi, can you please keep talking about my coin that's pumped up? Keep talking about that one and stop covering coins that are cheap. Okay, that's the translation for that. But you just see this long-winded stuff of like, oh, you're not unbiased, or you're this, or you're that, blah, blah, blah. It's always the same thing every single time. And friends, why I have so much confidence just to even tell you this is because I have watched the same crypto YouTubers with you since 2019. I've watched Crypto, Da Vinci, I've obviously Ivan on Tech. Well, I watch all of them, friends. I watch all of them. Watch the whole time. Chico Crypto. I watch every Altcoin Daily, Crypto, every single one. Crypto Banter. Right, all of them. And I've noticed a pattern. Whenever something has a narrative or a season and it goes up, even if it's like a sub coin within a community, okay, they are because the green candles are in, they've got dopamine, a lot of dopamine, okay, and they're really pumped up, so they're really energetic. So you know how, friends, I can make a lot of videos and I can push out good, really high value, the highest value content for you. Okay, these people, what people do is they're motivated to go type. Okay, and what they'll do is they'll go to join different streams, they'll go to the comment section, they'll band together on Twitter and make videos and stuff. So what they'll do is they'll go like raid communities, raid streams, they'll go super chat, you know, Ivan on Tech stuff, and just to try to get their name out there because they're on the way up, okay, and they're feeling motivated. And what they'll do is, it's always the same thing. It's like, stop gatekeeping us. You're not talking about us. So guess what? Hex community do it to everybody else as well. It's just that Hex prices are down. They're not talking about it as much, okay? So everybody does it, friends. Everybody does it, okay? Because it's a narrative to keep everybody in because humans, friends, we always like to believe we're in a battle and we're doing it tough and we can conquer. So we need that challenge, right? If we don't have that challenge, we basically fry ourselves. So we always need, we're going to take them on. There's the enemy. We always need that. It's very, very effective, okay? So this happens in politics and everything else. So when it comes to any of these coins, their coins start to go up, right? They have their green candles. They believe it's going to last forever. It never does. I hope it does, but it never does, okay? And what ends up happening is they just keep aggressively talking about it. And if you watch Ivan since 2020, one of the most famous examples you have is Cardanzo. Charles Hoskinson community, I'm not joking, if 7 days passes, if Ivan has not mentioned Cardano, they lose their minds. There are people writing big essays, it's the nerdy types with the glasses. It's like Hexagons 101. It's so spiritually linked. They will literally say, Ivan, why are you gatekeeping Cardano? The community wants to hear about Cardano. What if? And then they'll believe, if you just covered Cardano, we would pump up properly. If you stop gatekeeping everybody because you're a paid shill and you do this and you're not getting paid in Cardano, that's why you don't cover it. And then Ivan's like clockwork, every 30 to 60 days, Ivan's reading a comment like, they've even got really smart friends. They'll ask Ivan a topic on conversation, and then in the end they'll be like, "We have this on Cardano," and Ivan's like, you know what I mean? Like you always see it, like, it's the Cardano guys as well. And it's like it's always funny because he's always like, Cardano, we're just getting warmed up. No one knows about us yet. We're just getting warmed up. They've been getting warmed up since like 2017, friends. So Cardano is now in its third cycle. Just to let you know. So it's literally 1 for 1, friends. You copy paste that. I cop that now. So I cop that now. But I get it, man. I get it. You're motivated and you see I'm gatekeeping. But just to remind you, is like I do all of this for free. I'm not getting paid for anything. And even this post, right? They're talking about this one post, talking about pDAI and Atropa and Teddy Bear. And that's why I started this video, just to mention to you. I showed you the cheap zones. I was making videos and posts down there. No one noticed. No one noticed. I told you, friends. I went to my friend's house. I was like, friends, the pDAI community made photoshopped images of my head decapitated and bleeding. Okay? That's the pDAI community did that. All right? Images like that. And when did they do that? At the top. They literally did that at the top back in September at that top. Now, it's obviously come up. So, you know, this is the USD chart, but if you check the pulse ratio, this is the true euphoria, friends. It was right up here. Okay, they just wanted me in. Up here, they had all the death to Sommi and stuff here. And then we went down, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. See, that's why. Completely remove bias, no ego, whatever. I've been sitting there just waiting. I'm like, give me a cheap price. Give me a cheap price. 10% from the top isn't cheap. That's what I tell you, man. Look at this. When you drop, if you go down here, friends, look at this. It was down here 30% from the top. And I remember people from pDAI went super aggressive on me. Then they said, your true colors have been revealed because we're on a huge discount and you still don't touch it, which means you are biased and all of this. And I'm like, oh, Habibi Albi, 30% is a freaking fart in crypto, okay? That is not a discount. 90% is a discount. You understand? I gotta wait. And then guess what happens? Look what happens next. You know exactly what happens next. We go down and down and down and down and down. We go sideways. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's been enough. Here's my videos. Here's my lottery ticket stuff. Throwing it in. pDAI and Atropa and Teddy Bear and all these. And it's beautiful. And it's funny. So little people were paying attention. I am still getting accusations today that I did not buy. 2 accusations. People don't even believe I made the videos. People are still saying that I didn't buy enough or I didn't make the videos. People still think I'm bearish on them. That's the funny part. Because they still remember the euphoria from September of 2023. It's crazy, right? So that's why if you're out here, this I happen to see with every single coin. It is what it is, friends. I don't buy stuff when you're all talking about it because you've run out of buyers, man. You got to come to here, friends. That's it. Okay. So look, that's why Photoshop in my head. You got to remember, man. I was able to drop that. Like I don't need the money. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't buy that. Screw them. I could have said that. I said nah. Right? I buy low. This is part of the game. This is part of the game. I can remove myself, friends. I can remove my complete ego, right? Remove my consciousness and go, okay, I know what's happening. Because what I did was I go, if this was anybody else, if I was watching someone on video on YouTube or Twitter and a community was making photoshopped images of them decapitated, killing Sommi at the tops, and then it went down 90% and they disappeared, right? But the community was still there. They had nothing to yell about anymore. They were gone for many months and the community was still there and it was rounding off. Okay, I just imagine that and I go, you know what? If this is any coin, any logo, anything else, easy. You got to get in. You have to get in. Now, I don't know when it's going to go up. I didn't know it was going to go up first, okay? But yeah, you get to see it, okay? So there is no gatekeeping, man. I can't cover everything. I'm literally one squirrel. It is what it is. And I can't cover everything, friends. And by the way, I'm just telling you, man, I look for discounts. You survive in this game by looking for discounts. That's it. Yeah, you're going to miss that 1 out of 35 unicorns, but the 34 out of 35 won't be a unicorn. Everybody, have you noticed, friends? Everyone thinks they're in the unicorn, all right? So I don't work for you. I don't work for anyone. I cover ecosystem, friends. I cover stuff I don't even own. Okay, good luck, by the way. Good luck trying to find stuff on the mainstream crypto YouTube channels where they don't own anything. They own majority of the stuff they're talking about. They go to the guys, hey, I'm going to cover you. Can you get me into the ICO? They're like, friends, you know these teams and communities, don't be fooled. They reserve ICO tokens for future influencers. Okay, they have a treasury of tokens to give out. So just because they did the ICOs like a year and a half ago or a year ago fundraising, no. They're like, oh, it's time to shill. Okay. We expect the coin to launch at $1. Give it to this influencer for like 20 cents. We'll give him like 100K allocation. He's on 5X. He's going to be shilling it to his audience for like the 2 to 6 weeks beforehand. It is what it is, friends. I'm the only guy in crypto. All right, literally the only guy you can watch. I literally say stay away from launches and opens. Stay away from them. Everyone knows about them. Stay away. Okay, when everyone knows about them, probably price too high. Be careful. I'm the only one saying it. What's every other YouTube influencer saying, friends? They are saying run to them. It's cheap. You got to get in. It's amazing. Because they're already in. They're already in. Just like you are already, my friend. Like, subscribe, belly button, all to your mom and daddy. Love them. Catch you soon.